this is Kevin Gumper. I'm here, and then we have, I see Jen's here, and Kathy O'Donnell's here, Charlie, Nelson, and then I see Beth and Brian McCann, and there are 3 other people, one of whom is Dabney, but it looks like, who else is on the line?
Right now, there's Kathy, Charlie, Beth, Jen, Kevin Gumper, Annette and myself, Brian McCann.
Oh, Annette's on? Okay.
Yes.
And
we're together in my office, which is, I don't know what's going on, but the whole internet is not working very well.
And I think Sarah's on the phone. We just can't hear her very well.
Okay. Yeah, I'm here. Well, let's call the meeting to order. Brian, you haven't sat for a long time, so you're sit tonight. Can you hear, Brian?
Yes, I can.
Okay, good. And then Dabney, you can sit then tonight. And Nelson, we're going to need you later on because I'm going to be bounced off something. So the only people we don't have are Richard D'Amico and Felicia. Is that right? Felicia, you're not on here, are you?
No, I think Felicia's here. I am here.
Felicia is here? Okay, so Felicia's here. Then I think Brian would be the alternate because you haven't sat in a long time, and I think Dabney, you sat at least once recently, and I don't think Brian sat this year. Is that right, Annette? From your notes, I don't have the usual cheat sheet in front of me.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Kevin.
Then, yeah.
Kevin.
Yes.
For Fairfield Medical LLC, I'm off, but
okay,
not.
Right.
But please note who's not eligible to vote.
Okay. We'll see. Well, when we get there, we'll jump on that.
Okay.
And Felicia doesn't know how to unmute herself, and I don't know if Felicia's on a computer or if she's on a phone. But she's on her phone. I don't know what to do about that. Brian, have you muted Felicia by mistake?
No.
Or Felicia, did you call in on the meeting?
I think she might be on the
line?
conference.
Are you
yeah, she should be on the WebEx.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Can she call into the WebEx? She can, can't she, with that long set of numbers?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So, Alicia, if you can call in, if I can find the number, I'll tell you what it is. It's,
I have it. You want it?
Yes.
510-338-9438.
And then she also needs her meeting, her participant ID number, I think.
Yeah, it's in the instructions. It's in the instructions. It's 292-468-998 #.
Can you say it faster? I mean, can you say it one more time? What
Slower?
the number is? Slower.
Sorry about that. Sorry. The access code,
No, I think the phone number first.
phone number first, 510-338-9438.
9438.
Correct. And the code is 292-468-998 pound.
But I'm sending her a text.
292-468-998 pound.
Okay, Tony? Just get the video off my phone.
Hey, Brian.
Yes.
It's Beth. I'm the host again. Not that
I
that
know,
probably
we're
matters, but
getting booted off. I'm trying to, the internet keeps going out.
Oh my gosh.
okay, I'm
wow.
totally fine with it, but I just thought you should know.
Okay.
No,
It's a windy
it's-
night, I think.
Well, I don't know what's going on. But
All right.
I will be talking to IT tomorrow, again.
We'll get through it.
Well, the 20 minutes for this 20-minute meeting are up now.
I know.
I know, right?
We hear you loud and clear, Kevin.
Okay.
I think our foray into virtual meetings is over.
Agreed. Yeah. All right, well, you know, it would have been faster to drive over to the Board of Ed.
Faster to
Is
walk
there
over.
still time?
Okay.
You know this is going to work at 8 in the morning.
Yeah.
Very well.
So Brian or Dabney, did you either of you listen to the recording of the September 9 hearing on Fairfield Medical?
I was on
I did
that.
not.
I was actually at that. I was on that call. Just you guys just couldn't hear me.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Can you guys hear me
Sarah,
now?
can you-
Hey.
Yeah.
This is
Ta-da.
Felicia. Yeah, I could hear everything you guys were saying, but you could not hear me.
That's right. 'Cause
Right.
You're on the public and not the private line.
And I apologize. I misread the email. I thought it said conference call only, and the instructions were on the front page of the agenda, and on the front page of the agenda was the number that I called in.
Right.
It did. That's our fault. We changed it, thinking the other way would be easier, but
Yeah, no problem. I was just
Okay.
following the instructions, and then it was like, oh my God, how did I screw this up?
Okay, so Annette and Sarah, you should change your note on Roman numeral 4A1 because Dabney didn't have to listen to the recording. She listened to the meeting. But Dabney, did you see the exhibits?
I
And are
did.
you
Yeah.
familiar with? Yeah, and you're familiar with the application. We have to ask you that, as Kathy well knows.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Okay. So then the people we're going to have a vote here. It'll be the discussion anyway. Will be with me, Jen, Kathy O'Donnell, Felicia, Charlie, and Nelson and Dabney. That's 7. Okay.
Got it.
Yeah.
And okay, so we had the hearing on basically we had some. Brian, you want to explain the situation, or you want me to try to explain it?
my best. Hold on one.
Did we do the approval of the secretary's minutes?
No.
We will get back to that, but right now, let's see if we can get Fairfield Medical done.
Who the hell is that?
Nope, ignore me.
Okay,
So Fairfield Medical, the last meeting, we approved an agreement in executive session. And then we came out of executive session and actually held a public hearing for the pending application. We closed the hearing that night. The applicant is they have a hearing scheduled with the court to hear the stipulated agreement in 2 weeks. And basically tonight is the last night that we can take any action on the pending application that we had the public hearing for last month. So we need to make a ruling on that tonight. That will not affect the stipulated agreement, which is going to court. I don't have the exact date, but I believe it's 2 weeks from the end of this week.
okay. And we had their presentation, correct? And I believe Annette made a
Correct.
rebuttal to their presentation, and Annette indicated that that staff was opposed to the application. There were some problems with it, and anybody have any comments that they wish to make at this point? Let's just open the discussion on this. Kathy,
So
got anything to say on it? Annette, okay.
Do you want me to talk? It was Jen.
Oh, Jen, okay. Jen, do you have anything to say?
Well, I just want to make sure Annette's statement is still stands on February 25th. Her concern.
Somebody's rustling a lot of papers and I can't hear anything. You want to
Got a mon-
And I didn't hear what you said.
Annette's concerns from February 25th still stand. For instance, they did not submit any new plans with the wetlands designated properly. Is that correct?
I
That's
think that's
correct.
right.
Okay. So we have plans without the wetlands properly designated on them.
Right. And
There were
I
some
think
questions
Annette
as to whether the wetlands were mapped properly. They did get two soil scientists to go out there and say that there weren't any additional wetlands. You know, staff's feeling was, you know, we have to we're not soil scientists. You know, we believe that there may or may not be an additional water course out there. But the idea of the stipulated agreement was that we weren't going to hear the new application. They went through that process, and that's what's in front of you right now for a ruling based on the staff's recommendations.
Right. It was my understanding that there was some evidence of a couple of, I think they're called seeps on the property, which I would think would be water courses and not wetlands, and the big difference being that you need to be a soil scientist to say whether or not it's a wetland, but anybody can can see whether it's a water course. And is Annette and saying that it was a water course there? I'm hoping Annette's on the line, but I can't tell for sure.
Yes, she is.
She's on the line?
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to give testimony to that fact, but you're going in the right direction.
Okay.
Okay.
Whoever's doing dishes, stop.
Yes, please. And
Maybe if everybody could mute, if everybody could just hit mute unless they're talking, that would be helpful to everybody.
Brian has to mute us, I think.
all right. I wasn't asking Annette to make any testimony now. I was just trying to refresh my recollection of what she said, and I wasn't sure whether Annette had spoken at the meeting that there were some water courses that weren't properly mapped, or some wetlands that weren't properly mapped. And I just don't recall. I have my notes in front of me because they're in my folder that Annette always gives back to me when we're at the meeting.
Wait a second.
then, I thought there were some other objections, which again, I don't remember what they were, but I remember Annette had, there was improper mapping, Annette thought, and, there was something else, but I don't recall what it was. And again, it's in my notes,
To
but I don't have
refresh
it.
your memory, I believe one area was a wetland, and I thought one area was a water course.
That's kind of what I thought that's kind of as I recall
Yeah.
what you said. Okay.
Yeah.
And if you can refresh my recollection, what was in your staff report? You had another topic of concern that you thought wasn't properly addressed?
They said that they had provided the same level of detention, but they used the wrong calculations according to our engineering department, so that we didn't feel the proper level of detention was provided. So we felt that there was concerns for lack of the proper data. We felt that there was concern about footing drains for the building. There was at least a 20-foot cut behind the building, and that all the drains for the building would not have been picked up and addressed properly. There were retaining walls. Some of the retaining walls were 20 feet high for an extensive area, and some were 8 feet high for an extensive area. And those drains that are associated with those big walls were not addressed. And they also didn't show how the stormwater detention would be provided throughout the entire construction phase. So we felt for those lack of data reasons that the project should be denied at this time, just denied without prejudice, and it could be resubmitted.
All right. Does everybody understand what Annette was saying? And do we have any further, Kathy, got any comments on it, or Dabney?
I have a
Kathy, I'll let you
question.
go first.
Those were all my recollections that I have in my notes as well.
Okay. And who had the question?
It's Dabney.
Oh, and what's your question, Dabney?
Just so I'm clear on this, we could grant that, they could reapply with a complete and thorough and correct application. Is that correct?
Yes,
Yes.
I think the recommendation from the staff is that they be allowed to, they be denied without prejudice to reapplying.
Okay.
Kevin, can I make a motion?
Yes.
Hi, this is Felicia Watson. I make a motion that we deny the application without prejudice.
Okay, and for the reasons set forth, and I'm going to add that.
For the reasons set
perhaps you
forth,
want to
yes.
say for the reasons set forth in the staff report and recommendation.
For the reasons set forth in the staff report and in their recommendation.
Okay.
Dated February 5th, 2020.
Dated February 25th, 2020.
So, Sarah, did you get what the motion was? Sarah still on the line?
Yes. Should be.
Okay, and so do we have a second for that one? I want to be formal on this one because there may be some. So second by Jen. Any further discussion on this motion, or do we know what we want to do? Hearing no further discussion, I'll call the question. All in favor of the motion to deny, indicate by saying yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Take a roll call because I can't tell. So we have Kathy O'Donnell says yes,
Yes.
to the motion to deny. And then we have Jen, what do you say?
Yes.
Yes. And Charlie, what do you say?
Yes.
And Felicia, you say yes.
Yes, exactly.
And Dabney?
Yes.
And who am I missing? Anybody? Just me? I say I agree with the motion as well. Who, what?
I think we're missing Nelson.
Oh, yeah, I say
Nelson,
yes.
I'm sorry, Nelson, you say yes as well. Okay. And
Yep.
then me, and I say yes. So I think that makes it unanimous. And that would be the end of that, a denial.
Yep.
Okay, denied.
Okay. Then we've got if we can, we'll move on to Roman numeral 4B. There's a request for a permit time extension. It's by IWPA, no, just IWP, 2015-16-1, Wojnarowski, and that's 130 and 150 Birchwood Drive. It was an application to demolish an existing house and construct 2 new houses and repipe a water course within a regulated area. And the applicant's looking for a 5-year time extension. Any comments, Brian or Annette, on that?
No.
Okay. It's pretty much, they're pretty much entitled to it as of right, I believe, under the statute, but
Correct.
correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. All in favor of, are we all in favor of renewing the permit?
Yes.
Back on, right? This is Beth.
Yes.
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 Yeah, Felicia Watson, yes.
Nelson, yes.
Charlie, yes.
Brian, what about you?
Yes.
Okay. Charlie?
Yes.
Jen, did you go or did you speak yet? Yes. Yes.
Yes.
And yes for myself. Okay, so I think it's unanimous to grant the extension. And then we have, oh, and Beth, did you vote on that? Did we get your
I
vote?
did. I said yes.
Okay. And then request for release of the performance bond. This is the first one is 2016-17-12 SIA 63 Hill Farm Road. That was to construct a new house and septic system within a regulated area. And it's request for a final release of $16,840. And the staff recommends a partial release of $14,840, holding a balance of $2,000 for some regrading. Any comments on this?
No, the builder says it's going to get the final stuff done, and he'll try and be back next month to get the final release.
Okay.
Kevin, do you need a motion?
Well, yeah, you can make a motion.
So then I'm just looking at, I make a motion for a partial release based upon the staff's recommendation of $14,840 and holding the balance of $2,000 for the remaining regrading.
Second.
Okay. Do we have a second for that?
I just seconded
Jen?
Beth.
Oh, Beth seconded it. Beth, you seconded that? Okay.
I
All in
did.
favor? Is everybody in favor?
Aye.
Yes.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Seems to be unanimous. And then next is IWP 2017-18-14 Lobo, which is 187 Kings Drive. New house construction within a regulated area. And Walt Stapleton is asking for a final release of $11,500 bond. There's no staff recommendation on this. Do we have a recommendation from staff?
Yes, we're recommending it.
Full release.
Okay. Are you all in favor of the full release?
Yes.
Yes.
Charlie, you are?
Yep. Yep. Yes.
Nelson? Yep.
Yes. Yep.
Brian? Everybody?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
All righty. Then Jen, the next one is on you because I'm disqualified on this Sebastian one. Sebastian.
Okay. Roman numeral 5, correct? Are we doing the wetland business update? Okay, I'll do 5, all right? IWPA 2020-21-03, Sebastian, 545 Bronson Road, Assessor's Map 229, Parcel 206, subdivide to construct new house and excavate in and around wetland and watercourse to create new wetland within a regulated area. Okay. Staff recommends scheduling required public hearing for November 4th or December 2nd. Is there anything we need to discuss, or do we just schedule it?
Well, Brian,
Do you need a
I think
motion?
we wanted to talk about timing. There's some things going on at Town Hall, so,
I think we can, I think we could schedule it for the 4th. And then if it needs to be continued, that's fine. The plans that were submitted were missing some information, and they didn't give us the envelopes, so we'd be kind of scrambling to get it done the 4th. But if it's possible, it'd probably be better to do it then, and then we can continue the hearing.
That's fine.
They didn't give us the envelopes, right?
No, I called Kevin today. He said he'd try and get them done. There's not a lot of letters.
I would recommend
Okay.
trying to do this on the 4th.
Okay, so do we need a motion to schedule
Yes.
the hearing for November 4th? Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
So moved.
Second.
Is that Kathy? Second?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
I moved
All those
it.
in favor? Okay, so I say yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Felicia, yes.
Yes.
Nelson?
Yep.
Dabney?
Yes.
Charlie?
Yep.
Charlie, okay? Yep. And Brian?
Yes, yes. Yes.
Okay. Unanimous.
All right, then we'll go on to Roman numeral 5, number 2, which is IWPA 2020-21-04, Weber, 957 Fairfield Woods Road, Assessors Map 74, Parcel 10, fill wetlands for new driveway crossing and construct new pool and patio within a regulated area. And the staff says it's significant, and they recommend scheduling a public hearing for November 4 or December 2. And you have the same problem with November? Is that the problem? Since we're having election.
No, this one's pretty much ready to go.
Okay, all right.
So if
Is
we could
everybody
try
in
to nail,
favor of scheduling
knock
this?
these folks out on the 4th.
Okay. Everybody's on board with, well, let's see.
November 4th.
We'll just do a motion here. Motion, can I have a motion to hold the hearing on November 4?
So moved.
So moved.
So moved.
And all in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye. Yes.
Okay. And then, so that's unanimous, and that's for November 4. And then we have number 3 under Roman numeral 5 is IWPA 2020-21-05, Alicia, 2780 Reading Road, Assessors Map 167, Parcel 15, subdivide to construct new house and pool within a regulated area. And the staff says it's not significant, and the staff recommends tabling pending legal notice and departmental review. And do we have a motion on that?
Felicia is going to make a motion on Militia to take the staff's
Okay.
recommendation. Have to find some humor in this somewhere.
I will second Felicia's motion on Militia.
I would follow it up, but I have amnesia at this.
Oh, God.
All right. All in favor of Felicia's motion on Militia?
Yes.
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 Aye.
Yes.
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 Okay, now we're going to bounce back and see if we can approve
Yes.
the minutes of the meeting.
Okay.
Okay, and so we're all the way back to page 1 again. And has everyone had a chance to look
I
at
have-
the meeting minutes
Yep.
from September 9?
Yes.
Yep.
I have a
Any
correction.
comments or what? Someone has a question?
I was present even though nobody could hear me. So if that could be recorded, I would appreciate it.
Damn me. We'll make that change.
Okay. Brian,
Thanks.
I think Sarah's there. Can Sarah make that change in the minutes, and then we can,
Yep.
with that amendment to the minutes, is everybody everyone in favor of the minutes?
Yes.
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 And is everybody in favor of paying the recording secretary? Even though
Yes.
we can't hear her.
Yep.
She worked the last.
Yeah, we should pay her.
Yes.
If we have to.
If we have.
Then,
Yep.
yep. do we have any comments from staff or anything on the monthly wetland business update?
We're busy.
Oh, you seem to be. Good. Any questions from the commissioners? All right. And then we have, don't we have the show, aren't we supposed to have a show cause hearing on Riding Road?
Supplemental.
Yep,
Okay.
a cease and desist order.
Okay, so I need a motion to go into, don't I need a motion to take up the supplemental agenda? I think I do.
Yeah.
Okay, do I have a motion
So
to
moved.
take up the supplemental agenda?
Moved.
Yep.
Second,
And second by Jen. Everyone's in favor?
yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
And, okay, Brian,
Chairman,
you wanna
it's,
fill us in on this one?
Chairman, it's Brian Carey. So they have retained counsel, and they are asking, they wanted to push this off to November, the next meeting. We thought that was too long. So we said we would have a meeting in 2 weeks on October 21st to address this matter. We didn't give them the full 10 days based on our notice, which is okay because of the significance of the action. Annette was out on the site today, and they did stabilize and put in silt fence and do everything we had requested. But their counsel that they've retained has asked to be present during the discussion of this matter. They couldn't tonight. I'm also concerned that the Mrs. Taylor, who is the owner of the property, is not on the line for technical reasons that we're encountering. So I don't really want to discuss this without them present, if you understand that issue.
I think that makes perfect sense. Is that the consensus of the commission as well, that we'll take this up? When did you say, Brian? And
It would be the 21st. I think we need a planning meeting for the Conservation Commission, just to sit down and talk about things that are going on, vacancies that are coming up, and some other things. So I think it'd behoove us as a group to sit down and just have some planning session just about the commission itself.
okay, I think maybe it might behoove us also to have the meeting in person. That's probably
I agree.
Meeting with,
Yeah.
probably faster.
Yeah.
Okay, so why don't we, is it the consensus then of the commission that we continue this matter until, and do nothing on it tonight, just continue it over to October 21st? Is that the consensus?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
fine
think
with
that's
me.
the right thing
Yep.
to do. Yep,
Yep.
Sure.
Okay, all righty.
yes.
Sounds
Is
good.
there anything else? There's nothing else on the supplemental agenda, correct?
No.
No.
That's it.
All right, so is there any other, or are we ready to adjourn?
Ready to adjourn.
I'll make a motion that we adjourn.
I
Second.
second that
Okay.
motion.
Everybody in favor?
Yep.
Aye.
All right, Brian, now you can get your machine will probably work in like 10 minutes.
Thank
Oh,
you,
it
Brian.
just turned on.
Thanks, everybody.
All right, thank you.
Yeah,
All
good night,
right.
everyone.
Everyone-
Bye-bye.
Beautiful
Be
evening,
well.
guys.
Meeting now.
Safe
All
travels.
right.
Good night.
Bye.
All right.
Right.
Bye-bye.